How strange that one of the best movies about love, family, and unity happens to star a robot. Plus, it's animated. I had an ear-to-ear smile almost the entirety of the runtime. This is a movie well worth taking your kids to see. Let's discuss The Wild Robot. The Wild Robot has a large cast, and a very impressive one. It stars Lupita Nyong'o, Pedro Pascal, and Kit Connor. There's a lot more talent than that in this movie, but I don't want to get bogged down listing all the amazing actors that they brought in for this fantastic movie. Wild Robot is about a robot named Roz who wakes up on an island having been in some kind of an accident. Somebody did not get the expensive robot they ordered. Hopefully they got sent a refund or a replacement, because otherwise I would be writing a very strongly worded letter to the company. Anyways, Roz ends up coming to care for a little goose named Brightbill. Oh, and also a sleazy fox named Fink, who comes off as very selfish, but you eventually come to find out that there is a good soul lurking beneath that tough exterior. Director Kurt Sanders has a true eye for storytelling. He really knows how to use animation to bring to you a very real and tangible story. I honestly think this movie could be his crown jewel, but this guy does have a very impressive resume. This is the man who directed Lilo and Stitch, How to Train Your Dragon, and The Croods. He understands animation and he knows how to put it to use to tell stories that are entertaining to not just the kids in the audience, but also the adults. I was so moved by this movie. The characters are all so well acted. Lupita Nyong'o does a fantastic job as Roz. She initially starts out sounding very much like everyone's favorite smart speaker. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to wake the bitch up. Her mannerisms, her voice, all comes across very robotic, but as the movie progresses and the bond between Roz and Brightbill grows, her voice actually starts to ease up and she starts sounding more and more human. Brightbill is a smaller goose than most. He's a runt and the world is so dangerous for runts. But luckily for Brightbill, Roz is so much more than just a robot that is designed to make your life better. Roz actually ends up developing emotions and cares for Brightbill, and that relationship is so crucial to the entirety of the story for this movie. And throughout this movie, she comes to understand the challenges of parenthood and eventually learns how to overcome some of these very real challenges. Like I assume most parents do, she really grows and learns more and more about love and family and what it takes to protect somebody that you care about. Being a parent changes you. I am not a parent myself, so I cannot 100% confirm that, but I am an uncle, and just being an uncle has really changed my view and my responsibilities in this world. We're the adults. We're here to help protect the children of tomorrow and teach them how to be good people so that when they grow up, they can teach their kids how to be good people, and we can keep growing this world in a good, positive direction. We need love and unity, and that is our job. Our job is to leave a better world than we came into. That starts with having respect for those around you, even if they're different, even if they're weird, hell, even if they're annoying. This is the lesson that we are supposed to learn throughout life, and most of us do. Not all of us, but most of us do. And Roz learns that throughout this movie. Roz is an extraordinary character and an exemplary example of the best of humans and what we can be. I mentioned that she's a robot, right? I'm not kidding. This movie has a lot of depth. There is so much reality going on in this fictional cartoon movie about a robot. Pedro Pascal may seem like he's in everything lately, but I think there is a reason for that. He's a great actor. He can tap into so many different emotions, and he really brings life into every character he plays. Fink starts off this movie as very selfish, yet a very normal animal. His main concern is getting that next meal. That's very familiar, and that is what most animals are like. And a lot of people. And yet he's also human. And by the end of this movie, he has learned how to be a better person and put more good into the world than he takes away from it. The animation in this movie really is a beauty to behold. It's 3D animation, yet at times there is a hand-drawn look to it. It looked fantastic in Dolby Vision, by the way. The colors were popping. The soundtrack was immersive. And actually, since I just mentioned it, I have to give a special shout out to the composer of this movie because I absolutely loved the musical score of this movie. His name is Chris Bowers. I'm not really familiar with him, but this score really ties this movie together and adds an extra crucial depth to this already fantastic, amazing movie. It really wraps everything up nicely. It is just a well-made movie from top to bottom. Every layer fires on all cylinders. Everything about it is so well done. I really mean it when I say that this movie is amazing. It's amazing. I was amazed. I was wowed. I was moved. This movie brought a lot of emotions up for me. I felt like a renewed sense of hope. I felt something that I didn't think an animated movie could really make me feel. I don't tend to watch animated movies in theaters, and yet it's starting to seem like I really should, because these are the ones that have some of the best stories out there. My advice to you, don't sleep on those animated movies. Even if you don't have kids, you can still go watch them, and I guarantee sometimes you're going to find something that really moves you and really makes you surprised and just glad that you gave it the time and effort. For me, this movie is a 10. It's a perfect masterpiece. I loved it. I can't wait to buy it. I can't wait to see it again. I want to tell people about it. I want more people to see it. I want to listen to this movie's soundtrack over and over again. I just was so moved with this movie. Everything about it fires on all cylinders. It's well worth your time. Did you guys see this movie yet? If you did, please put your thoughts on this movie in the comments and let me know. Just break it down. What did you take from this movie? What do you think is the best part about this movie? Did you like it? If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to hear more things from me, subscribe to this channel. Later.